good morning, and welcome to our Let's Talk Business podcast with Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce. I am your host, Howard Johnson, and welcome back. I am also the Vice President of the Board of Directors for Tri-County. We got another host with us today.
Hello, hello.
What up, Q? Introduce
What's
yourself
up,
to the
what's up?
people, Q.
Hello, people. My name is Quincy Pittman. I am the new podcast director and also the new media coordinator for Tri-County Regional Business.
That's short for boss y'all. That's the boss y'all.
Regional Black Business here, yes. So I'm very proud to be here today and happy Friday to all of you.
Hey, Q is like super cool, super funny. We vibe really, really well. So I think this is going to be a podcast for the history books. So let me get on to thank our President's Club members. First, Amaco Federal Credit Union, Enlightened Enterprises, Quality Precision Coatings, the Linscomb Woodard Group, Southwest Airlines, who's one of our strategic partners, and GOPX. That's the blockchain boys.
Oh, yeah.
Also, we want to thank GMT Radio. They're the ones who make this podcast possible for us. My boy Nice. They call him Nice for a reason. If you're doing anything media, anything TV, radio, videos, commercials. Hey, if you want to have your wedding over here, they got the studio set up to do it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it inside the studio. If you want to do a Zumba class, if you want to do a yoga instructional video, you come here and see my boy Nice. They'll take care of you. So just getting right into it. I mean, the first thing I tell people is our mission statement, that we acquire and disseminate valuable business information, tools, and resources to member firms to achieve entrepreneurial parity and economic prosperity in the region and internationally. So that's what we do here. So, today we're gonna get y'all with a little bit of information today. So, make sure that, you keep your minds open, keep your business head open and receptive to, what you can pick up on. Because I never tell people, you can learn something new. I just tell them, hey, just keep your receptors open, and if you pick up something you want to put in your pocket, it's there. So, we're gonna put the information out there. So we have a bunch of stuff going on, man. We have a bunch of stuff. This is the last Friday in March. March, man, it was just January the last time I looked around. So 2022 is going by fast. So, hop on board. Don't miss what's going on in 2022. So, in that last part of the mission statement, I was talking about in the region and internationally. So we just had a trade mission back in March, where we took a delegation of 38 people to Belize. And I think, were you there?
Ooh, yes. Yes, I was.
So we were there. It was a few things that was going on in Belize at that particular time. Some of us came in on the 4th. Some of us came in on the 6th. And some of us didn't leave until the 13th. But it was a great trade mission. Man, we got to meet just so many people. We met a lot of people who look like us that were in power. We got a chance to meet the vice president for Liberia. That was that was something. We connected with, naturally, the mayor of Belmopan, Honorable Mayor Sharon Palacios. So, you meet people who are in these big positions, and they look like you, and they have conversations with you, and they tell you how they made it there, and, they tell you what they need over there as far as business. And, if you're in business and you're thinking about expanding internationally, or you want to provide a service, a product, we partnered, we actually brought XM Bank on the actual trip with us to do a presentation to tell people how they can partner with XM Bank or utilize the service or tools that Exim Bank provides so that they can supply equipment, services, products to foreign countries. The United States government will help you to achieve that. I don't want to say the wrong thing, so I'm looking for the right words to put out there. I'm not going to say they're going to do it for you, but they'll make sure that you get paid for the service that you provide or for whatever it is that you extend to that country. And it's not just Belize. So, if you have business or you're thinking about having business, or maybe you went on a vacation somewhere and somebody said, hey, I need this over here, and you're trying to figure out how to do it, just contact the chamber. Also, if you'd like to become President's Club member, if you want to become a lifetime member, if you want to join the chambers and you're not a member of the chambers, just reach out to us here at the chambers at 832-875-3977. Again, that's 832-875-3977. Normally we'll be running a new member showcase. So our production manager over here has laid out a new schedule for us. I really like it. It's really structured. So you're going to start seeing a new member every podcast. So if you haven't been tuning into the podcast, tune into it, because you'll get to see this network that we have of members. You'll get to see what they do, hear from them, what it is. We'll do a Q&A. You'll get to meet them. So we're going to start doing a new member showcase every Friday for about 15 minutes, something like that. And then we're going to put out information from, another 15 minutes. And then we'll probably run a special guest. We don't really have a special guest. Actually, we do. Quincy is our special guest this week. Now, next week, she's going to be family. So, when people come over to the house for the first time, you go get the stuff out the refrigerator and you fix the plate. But next time they come over, you be like, hey, the place is in there in that cabinet over there. Help yourself to whatever's in the refrigerator. So, she'll be family next time. And just keeping everything going. So we were talking about the trade mission to Belize. Like I said, it was 38 people on that, a delegation of 38 people. So we were moving 38 people around that entire country of Belize. We had a really nice bus that picked everybody up from the airport. When I tell you, this bus was nice. That's all I can say. We took one trip going to, where were we going? We were going to the U.S. Embassy. So everyone in the delegation went to the U.S. Embassy. We took pictures at the U.S. Embassy. So the U.S. Embassy is a 1 and a half hour ride from Belize City, where we touched down at, to the capital city of Belmopan. And so we rode that bus from there going up, and it just was like, we had music going on. We put on this one song. I'm not gonna tell you who the artist is, but somebody who's a very big player in the chambers loves this particular artist. I'm not saying any names. Q know what I'm talking about, and other people in the chambers will know too. But we just had a great time, and we had a great time doing business. We were doing business with each other, and it did not feel like business.
It didn't.
But we made a bunch of good connections. We also had a bunch of good feedback from the people who were on the trade mission. We do, what is that thing called? I guess it's a survey. Is that what we called it? We called it a survey in our thing? An assessment.
Yeah, I was like,
We
wasn't
did an assessment and asked for their opinion on the trade mission. And according to Ms. Thompson, that's how we've structured our future trade missions, based off the assessments that we received from the people that are on the trade mission. What could we have done better? What were you looking for? Did you get what you were looking for? How satisfied were you on a scale of 1 to 10? How disappointed were you on a scale of 0 to 0? No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But on the lighter side of things, we did do a assessment to figure out what we could provide that would be better. So we have another trade mission coming up in July. It's July the 14th through the 18th. So if you're interested in going to Belize and seeing what businesses there could utilize your services or products, this is something that's doable. Like, if it was a thought in your mind, it was a thought in your mind for a reason. Let's make that thing tangible. Let's get out there and put some boots on the ground and see what it is. And the good thing about a trade mission is you have people who facilitate the trade mission that know the law, the lay of the land. They can, put you in touch with the people you need to talk to. They can get you in the doors that you need to be in. So, it's really advantageous to get out on a trade mission and see, the mission is to trade, hence the word trade mission. So you go on a mission to see what you can trade. And like I say, July the 14th through the 18th. And following up, so we do what's called a strategic mission as well, which is it's a strategic trade mission, whereas we do a follow-up from the actual trade mission. So the trade mission we went on back in March, we're doing a strategic trade mission. I think around April the 26th, I think are the dates on that one. 26th to the 29th, I think.
To the 30th.
26th to the 30th, yeah. We try to do 4 days there to give you guys time to conduct business, to schedule meetings, to just kind of see the people in business that you need to see. So that strategic mission will happen April the 26th to the 29th. I just want Q to see if she was going to say the 30th again. But the 26th to the 30th. So, man, come out. See what Belize has to offer. It's not a vacation, but it is a lot of fun in trade missions, especially if you are passionate about the business that you do. Then that passion will carry over into your trip there, because you're doing business in a country with 75, 80 degree weather, beautiful palm trees. The hotel we stayed in was a really, really nice hotel. The people, the food, I can't. This is the best business trip that I've ever been on. And I've been doing it, I've been going to Belize since 2012, probably 3 times a year. So it is, it's an amazing business trip. Like you get work done, but the atmosphere that it happens in is just an amazing atmosphere. So, when you have, hope I'm not, I'm talking about me, this is my opinion. When you have good energy in a great place and you're doing business, it makes business a lot easier. It doesn't really feel like business at that particular point. And I guess that's a goal. That's a goal of mine, is to do business without, feeling like business. Q, what you want to add? You was there.
Right. So this is the best trip I've gone to. Also, I obviously have been with the Chamber for a long time.
Uh-huh.
And, it was really, really nice to see what people got out of the experience.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of times people have certain expectations.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the people that I talked to, actually everyone, I'm just going to say that I talked to everyone, but everyone that I did talk to got way more out of the experience than they bargained for. So for it to be my favorite trip, but best business trip that we've been on, and to see what they've gotten out of it too. I know my joy isn't misplaced,
Yeah.
So that was amazing. And also, again, going back to how long I've been with the Chamber, I mean, back when my high school friends and I were stapling and folding programs. So I've been here a long time, and this is the first time that I've seen the age range that I've seen. We had someone as young, an exceptional young lady, as young as 25.
Yeah.
And we had it in the 30s and the 40s.
What's her name?
And the 50s. Nikayla.
Yeah.
The 60s, the 70s. So to just see the old money and the new coming money standing on the shoulders of the old money.
Millennials coming in there.
That was amazing for me.
Yeah, so that was, like I say, I never discount a person's experience on anything in life, but definitely, just listening to Q talk about it as a facilitator is really good, that people, like, something you put together, something you help put together, people really have found it as a value add to their life and to their business. I mean, I heard some stories from some people just talk about how blown away they were as to how a trade mission went, and they had never been on one. So if you've never been on a trade mission, raise your hand right now. Okay, I see some hands going up. No, I really can't see you guys. I'm just kidding. But if you haven't been on a trade mission and you do business, you have a small business, you have a service, you have a product, and you want to see how you could get that product out or get it to an international market, a trade mission is a way to do that. You owe it to yourself to go on a trade mission. I mean, I could sit here, I could almost talk about the trade mission this whole podcast, but we're not going to do that. What we're going to do is we're going to go back and thank our President's Club members who support the chambers, and that would be Amaco Federal Credit Union, Enlightened Enterprises, and Quality Precision Coating, the Lipscomb Woodard Group, Southwest Airlines, and GOPX, Mr. Alex Slocum. We thank you guys for your support. We thank you guys for your membership. Also, I'm plugging GMT Radio. Again, sometimes I get on this podcast and I forget, and I hope Nice never charges it to my heart, because it's really my head that forgets. But since we have our production manager now, we have a schedule and everything is laid out. I mean, I really appreciate Q for being here with me today, because it makes it easier for me when I can sit there and just kind of go over everything. I know what we talking about. I know who coming on the show, so I can kind of prepare before I get here, like with some questions I might want to hit them with. So it's just not them being surprised, like, oh, he asked me this and I didn't know how to answer. But I like to catch people off guard because my petty is strong. So.
Doctor.
And if you like to become a sponsor of the chambers, not a sponsor, but if you like to become a President's Club member, reach out to us, 832-875-3977. Or you can check out our website. That's www.tcbcc.org. I'm going to say it slow. www.tcbcc.org. So just go check out our website. You can go to that website. You can see what we do. It's very interactive. If you're not a member, there is a tab at the top that says member login. If you are a member and you've never logged in, you're doing yourself a disservice by not logging in. Because once you log in, that website changes from being a information page to an interactive page where you can get to the money, because that's what we do. We connect your business to the money, and I think everybody is in business to make money for the most part. I hope they are. I hope everybody expects some type of fiduciary compensation for the time that they put into the business that they started. If you're working for free, call me. I need some help. At the chambers, we know business, and our members make business happen. Also, if you don't know, just a bit of good news, we are a certifying entity now. We are qualified through the state to certify hub vendors. I think it's SBE and I think MBE as well. Mm-hmm. So we certify, it sounds simple when I say that, but that is huge. I think there's only like one other chamber that certifies, and I think they're in El Paso or something like that. But what that truly means is that we've shown integrity, consistency, and we've closed every application that we've submitted. So we have a 100% closing percentage on applications submitted to these organizations, the affirmative action organizations that provide these certifications, and they saw that, and it was like, okay, well, you're already doing it, without the power to self-certify, so let's make you a certifying entity. So Hey.
A little dance for us.
Yeah, a little dance with it too. So some of the businesses that we cover here at the Chambers are the construction industry, the logistic industry, which means transportation, trucking, things of that nature. Administrative. We also have marketing. We have service. If you have services and products, we help you with those businesses. So if you're not a member of the chamber, I'm pro Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, but there are other good chambers out there. As a business owner, you should be a part of some network or organization that gathers and disseminates valuable business information, resources, and tools. You should have that type of network with your business. So do yourself a favor. If you're listening and you can hear the sound of my voice, join the chambers. Join Tri-County. But if you decide not to join Tri-County for whatever crazy reason you decided not to, join a chambers. There are some other good chambers out there. I do know for us, we do what we say. As I tell my friends, I say what I mean and I mean what I say. Here at Tri-County, when we say that we gather that information, we acquire and disseminate that information, you can just listen to the first part of this podcast and listen to some of the things that I've told you about and see that we're giving the information out to our members. We service 4 regions. Region 1 includes Harris County, Montgomery County, Liberty County, and if you hear your county, just do a big scream, even if you're around a bunch of people. Region 2 is Galveston County, Brazoria County, Fort Bend. Region 3 is Chambers County, Jefferson County, and Orange County. And Region 4 is Jasper County, Newton County, and Hardin County. We also have an international arm, which is Central America, the Caribbean, South America, and we're bringing aboard Africa. I think we have a joint venture trade mission that we're looking at. I don't know if we're going to do it or not. I don't know the specifics of it, but Africa's coming on board as well. So if you operate in any of these countries now and you don't have the support of this chambers, just reach out to us. Like I said, it's really, really easy. All you do is take that thing out of your pocket called a cell phone and you put this series in. The series is 832-875-3977 and you push the talk button. It's a green button that's on your phone. And it will get you to the people that can help you with your business. Like over here at the chambers, I tell people all the time, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. And that's a really good thing. That means you get to run your company and we just help you, point you in the right direction. So back to what we got going on. So, man, I could talk about a lot of stuff, but the one thing I want to talk about is coming up June the 18th, and I'm really disappointed that they changed the date because it was June the 17th at first, and I think that is the most awesome day in the whole wide world. June the 17th, that's, somebody who hosts the podcast here birthday, but I'm not saying any names or pointing any fingers, but June the 18th, nevertheless, is still a great day because that's the day that we're going to have our Business Choice Awards Gala. Mm-hmm. And right now we are in preparation for that. So what we have now is committees. And when you have a committee, you have somebody who's making a commitment to T. That means to enter into a helping agreement. We have the planning committee, which we still need help on. We have the event committee, which will handle the entire event from start to finish, decorations, the venue, the entertainment, the food, what we'll have to wash down the food. And then the last one, which is I think the best one, and I'm on this committee, it's the sponsorship committee. We go out and find the sponsors that will help sponsor this event. And the sponsorship committee is an amazing committee. And we need help on that because, sponsors make things they make the transition into things a lot easier. So the more sponsors we get, the more people on the sponsorship committee we get, the easier the transition will be for us. So again, June the 18th, the awards gala. It's an amazing event. And one thing that I've noticed being here at the Chambers, the awards gala every year has gotten better and better and better and better and better and better. I'll tell you a little snippet from the last one. Some lady actually thought I was a comedian. So we're on the elevator. We're getting on the elevator. We're going down. I have on this red tuxedo. So if you didn't see it, you can't even judge me. So don't try to judge. Don't come for me right now. It was a nice red tuxedo. So we're going down the elevator, and she looks back. She's like, "Sir," I was like, "Why you whispering, lady? First off, we in the whole elevator. It's just me and you." She was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Are you the entertainment for the night?" I said, "Oh, I look that funny to you that you just assumed I was." Well, somebody told me you was a comedian. I said, "I am not a comedian, but
That's
I will
nice
make
word.
you laugh."
That's a nice way to put it, a comedian.
I will make you laugh. I said, "No, I'm not a comedian. I'm just a regular old guy just coming to get a microphone and talk." So they gave me a microphone. Miss Thompson always said, "Don't give Howard no microphone."
She does say that.
They gave me a microphone at the gala, and I think people had a great time. The only reason I think that is because they told me they had a great time. So the awards gala has been, it's been amazing. I don't know if I'll be hosting again this year. It was really fun for me. That was my first time in my whole entire life hosting anything. And at that particular time, I felt like I could be a comedian. So I told you at the Chambers, we help people with their dreams. Like, I started to dream again. I became a kid again at
I don't
that
think
event.
the chamber pointed you in that direction.
No, they weren't trying. Look, yeah, I've been a kid at heart for forever. But yeah, so no, people just listen to me. I'm saying this to say that the awards gala is a fun event. Yes, we have on tuxedos, and the women have on evening gowns. I might have said we, but I'm definitely not wearing an evening gown and heels, okay? So, with that being said, it's a fun event. So just come out and you see people who are in business. Like, okay, so a little snippet from last year. One of our honorees, he had his entire family with him, and his grandchildren were on the stage with him. And I think these kids may have been like 9, 8, 7 years old, and they have businesses already, and they got to pocket and bank the memory of the experience of receiving an award, because they went up on stage with their grandfather when he received his award. So what that did at that particular time is that imparted a monument of, what's the word I'm looking for? It imparted an experience into a young mind that will just evolve as long as that young man and young lady that were on stage continue to see these type of things. It will become something bigger, and it will help mold who they are as an adult individual. So it was just a great thing. It was a great thing to see that the Chambers gave children an experience of a business experience, an awards gala. So it was just something cool to watch. So I say that to say again, June the 18th, come out to this awards gala. And if you want to be on any of the committees, the sponsorship committee being the best one, but the planning committee is there, the event committee there, and the sponsorship committee. Just reach out to us. That number again is the one that I gave you earlier. It's a really simple number. It's 832-875-3977. Again, that's 875-3977. I always do that. Yeah, so man, like, we just like to have fun. Don't you like to have fun, kid?
Yeah.
I mean, business should be fun. So let me tell you something. If you're working in your business and you're not having fun, then you need to figure out what's fun for you. You know, and if it's not your business, then you might want to try to do something else. Just whispering that a little bit. I'm not saying it too loud, but if you're not having fun in what you do, then, you know, even if the fun part is picking up the money. So if it gets fun when you start picking them checks up, or you look at the bank accounts and there's some zeros behind zeros behind zeros, like Drake said, I ain't never seen an account look like that before. I ain't never seen that many zeros in the account before. So, you know, business should be those type of experiences where you look at your account and you're like, wow, I made this amount of money. Or you get your tax returns, you get your 1099s and total them all up, and they like, wow, that's what I made. That means that you were in the trenches and working and not really paying attention to the money. And then when you do that, here's the crazy thing. When you just get out there and have fun and work, the money comes. You don't even have to chase it. Like, it's like I've been blessed in business to be able to turn down more jobs than I had to take. And that's not bragging, that's just a blessing that I have so much work, I can't take it all. You know, I can't do all of the work that comes my way. And that's a great problem to have in business. Also, back on the international thing, I forgot to mention, we are now a proud member of the Belize Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We are we're at the highest level of membership there. So if you join Tri-County, now you have access to an international chamber of commerce where you can get information and resources and tools through your local chamber.
Keeps going.
I keep plugging this chamber of commerce thing, man. People think I'm slipping, but I've been here for a while, and my business wouldn't be where it is today had I not met this phenomenal young lady named Leandria Thompson. And had she not been the CFO, CEO, founder, producer, orchestrator of Tri-County Regional Black Chamber of Commerce, because, I mean, she just gave me so much information. She taught me how to structure a business. She was like, all right, yeah, I'm going to do it for you, but you're going to learn how to do it. And there are a lot of benefits of being a part of a chamber. It's like Office Depot, small business saving program. So we have a small business saving program with Office Depot, and that gives us discounts on printing, copies.
More folding for me.
Like, hey, yeah, more folding for you. But that in itself, like, I think we pay like, I don't even want to quote no prices because I don't really know, but like it's amazing just to see, you know, how people just flock to us and say, okay, well, this is the chambers, we're going to give you this discount, send your members here. Once they join, they go on the website, they log in, they get a card that it's an Office Depot card, you know. When you go in there to have stuff printed, have flyers made, I think you get discounts on ink, and I mean, I can't even talk about how much stuff it is because it's just so much stuff. Like, here we're a network of entrepreneurs working together to achieve economic prosperity and independence. I don't know who listening to the sound of my voice does not want economic prosperity. The economy is, you know, the economics we talking about, and prosperity means money. The unfortunate side is you can't be prosperous without money. So when we're talking about prosperity, we're strictly talking about money. We're not talking about having a big house, but if you have a big house, it took money to get that. We're not talking about having a fancy car, but if you have a fancy car, it took money to get it, and it's going to take money to maintain it, especially if you got some of them ones that you can't really pronounce the name to them, like people running around talking about, yeah, I want the color, and I said, it's a Kuyan. It's a Rolls Royce truck. You know, oh, I want the Ghost. You know, I want the Don. Or I want the Gallardo. Or I want the Maserati. I said some Maserati. The Ghibli, or you know, there are quadruports. Like these things cost money, and you know, if you're in a business, you deserve. If you have a business, you deserve economic prosperity and independence. And what the independent side means that you have time to spend the money that you're making. Because you're not out there working 50 hours a week. You're working 30 and spending time with your family, raising your kids if you have kids, you know, spending time with your wife if you have a wife, or doing whatever it is you want to do besides working. That's what we talking about here. Right? Q, what you got to add, Q? I'm going to get you on this mic, Q, whether you want to or not.
Well, I'm excited about June 18th. I'm so sorry they pushed it back on you.
It's okay.
But
It's okay.
I'm excited to be at the Business Choice Awards in the gala and celebrating people who have demonstrated their commitment to growth in their business and their community. And
ooh, that was a good one.
As you said earlier, the grandchildren on stage, like seeing their parents and their grandparents committed to their growth, and they instill that in them, and they get this award. They're taking pictures. I mean, yeah, that's an inspiration. So I think that's amazing. And also need to mention our business book, Howard.
Oh yeah, it's right here. That's what I was getting to. I was just, I was giving you the opportunity to take the mic and run with this thing because, I'm not a selfish person, but when you give me a microphone, I become, semi-selfish. Yeah, selfish Sam over here. Nah, I'm just kidding. But you said something that was monumental. The awards, the awards that we pass out there go to business people. It goes to business people who made a commitment, through that year, and they didn't make a commitment physically to us. They didn't make a commitment physically to anybody else. What they did is we took a step back and we watched them, and we saw that they were committed to their business. We saw that they were moving and shaking. You got movers and shakers. We saw that they were plugging into places and making business moves, and they got nominated. They didn't ask for a nomination. They didn't, call in and say, hey, if you, nobody told them, hey, if you work really hard, you'll get nominated for an award. They didn't even know. So these are people, within the last year that have, just got out there and got it, even in a time where, the pandemic hit. Business got better for me in the pandemic. I hired people in the pandemic. I put more contractors to work during the pandemic. I have contractors who call me now and just say, hey, Poppy, I love you, Poppy. I say, I love you too, man. He's like, hey, you feeding my family. I was like, it felt good to get those phone calls.
Yeah.
And it wasn't anything. I guess it was everything that I did, but I didn't do it with the hopes of getting a phone call from somebody to say, thank you for feeding my family. I did it because I had a family to feed. And, when the anointing starts to overflow, we talk about that, your cup will overflow. Surely goodness and mercy will follow you. When your cup starts to overflow, the people who get the results of the overflow are the people who sit under you, the people who you have on your team, the people who work with you. Those people receive the overflow. So if you're doing what you're supposed to do, your people should be good, and your people should, they should be calling you saying thank you for, just getting out there and working hard for yourself, because it helped me. I'm over here laughing. So, yeah, man. So back to the whole networking side of everything. Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plug our I keep saying sponsors, but they're President Club members and they support the chambers. And that's, again, Amaco Federal Credit Union, Enlightened Enterprises, Quality Precision Coating, the Linscomb Woodard Group, Southwest Airlines, and GOPX. Also, again, one more time, GMT Radio. This podcast wouldn't be possible without them. So, if you download the app, go to your Apple Store, your Google Play Store, and download the app, GMT Radio app. It's the GMT Radio app. You can watch TV on it. They got TV shows, they have videos, they have commercials. You can check out this podcast. If you missed part of the podcast, it comes out every Wednesday on YouTube. I'm a YouTube sensation in my mind. In my mind. But yeah, the podcast is aired every Wednesday on YouTube. If you miss something, you can go back and watch it. You can go back and watch our older podcasts. And guess what? on the older podcast, all the information we gave out that day is still right there. So if you just got in here, you can binge watch and load up on business information just from watching the podcast on YouTube. Go to our website. You go right to our website. Again, our website is tcbcc.org. You go to that website and click on podcast, and it'll take you to our podcast. You'll be able to go take a look at our podcast. It's right up in the corner, like on the top of the page where you see the money in green. It's another little tab, and it say Let's Talk Business Podcast. When you click on it, it takes you to the podcast. It pulls it right up. You can see the last one that we did with MD Anderson. MD Anderson was the last podcast we did, Gabriella Zambrano, and man, it's a wealth of information in there because we talked about doing business with MD Anderson, what they're looking for. And here's the crazy thing, on a lot of the podcasts, a lot of the podcasts, I leave from those podcasts with information for myself. I'm like, oh man. And I'm like, okay, well, let me email Gabriella and let her know, hey, look, I'm interested in what you was talking about when you was on the screen. Like, I met Dr. Portia Jackson over here. She is with the Office of Business Opportunity for the City of Houston. When I tell you that young lady has a wealth of information, if you want to do business just in the city of Houston, it's one of those podcasts on there. You go back through our podcast, you can see everything that's on there. And I'm looking at some of the outfits I had on these shows. I'm like, okay, don't judge, don't come for me.
Put on your
But
red tux.
we had some great podcasts, and we had some great information. Yeah, the one, Portia Jackson, Dr. Portia Jackson. CJ Beard and Ebony Beard, when they came on, that was a member showcase. Jared Williams and Larry Smith, when they came on. Kevin Venable from Amaco Credit Union. Tabitha Baran. I mean, we had some great podcasts. Ann Ramos, Sonnet Insurance, and all of these people that come on here, Kay Carmen, Larry Godfrey, Angela Curry, Javion Jackson, Latasha Holmes, like all the people that come on here, they come on here and they give out a wealth of information. We did a virtual showcase on one of the podcasts. Alicia Hall, Tennille Thomas, Helen Collier, Andrea Lavely. Like we had, if you go back and look through, it's like 6 pages of podcasts, so you got a bunch of podcasts you can go back and take a look at. But getting back to last but not least on the list, this is our 2021 business book. And what this book is, it is a yellow pages of what our members have to offer. So if you go through it, it has like people's businesses in here. It has all their information, how to get in contact with them, what they do, the services they offer, definitely their phone number, and this was our 2021 business book. So it's 2022, and guess what? We finna come out with a new one. Mm-hmm. It talks about our supporters. We have platinum, gold, silver, bronze, but our platinum supporters are right there. It lists them. If you want to know who sits on the board, you got a message from our chair right here. Then it has the board of directors right here. If somebody tell you, oh yeah, I'm vice president for them, you can go right to this page and see exactly who it is and what region. Make sure them people told you the truth. The advisory board, these are our advisory board members. It's a wealth of information about everybody that is affiliated with the chambers, everybody that helps the chambers. And you have it goes over our strategic partners, like UTMB is one of our strategic partners. And it's just like it's a book that everybody should have. This is the ad I was looking for right here. That's a really cool ad right there. It's a full page ad. Get you a full page. We have 64 pages, 6 and 4. That's what we have. So once those pages fill up, you're going to go on a waiting list. You need to place your order by April the 10th. We have full page ads just like this one that you see here, a really nice one, 707 Management. I don't know whose company that is. Might be mine. But it's a really nice full page ad. The logo is huge. Like, I can be all the way back here and you can still see the logo. So then also we have half page ads. Like, these are the half page ads. You get this half of the page, somebody else gets that half of the page. So and we have quarter page ads. So this is how a quarter page ad would look. Each quarter of the page has a different business advertised in there. And what you do is, when these books are printed, this one, the one that we do this year is going to be a magazine jacket, so it'll look just like a magazine. This one looks like a book, which is okay. It still was really, really good. But what happens is, once this book is printed, you get this book, and they give it to you. They'll give you 20 copies of it, 10 copies of it, however many copies, and you pass these books out to people. You say, hey, look, my business is in here. Here's my business book. This is what we're doing at the chambers. So what it does, it gives you two good things. You have something to show that you're in business, you're inside a business book or business magazine, and then you also get to show people what the chambers does for their members. This is what we do for our members. Like, I mean, the ad is not free. It's not free. I'm not saying that we gave them that, but we put it in a book and got it out to where you can pass it out. And if it's 64 pages in here, then that's an opportunity for people to purchase pages. If 64 pages get, you purchase 64 pages, and that means that's at least 64 ads. And if you get to the half page and the quarter page, that would constitute more. So that's 64 people in a network that are actually passing this book out. So if 64 people have 20 books and they're passing them out, or 64 people have 10 books, that's 640, people that are going to see your ad. They're going to go across, they're going to skim across it. They may utilize the service, they may not, but that's 640 more people than you would have reached had you not purchased the page. So, long story short, purchase the page. Q, do you have anything you want to add? Any closing remarks?
I did want to.
Did I forget anything?
You did.
What?
So I just want to make sure that you all know that you can go and register for committees.
Oh, yeah.
And also place your order for your ads on the website.
Okay.
If you go to the events page.
Oh, boom. Yeah, I did. I forget. Let me see if I didn't write that down. So I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you go to the events page.
That's why we got her here, y'all. She keep me in
There's
check.
a TCR BCC Business Choice book. You can click there for your half page ads, your full page and quarter page ads. And there's also a link for the Business Choice Awards and Gala. If you click that link, then you can sign up for the various committees that we have a need for. And so you click on the Business Choice Awards and Gala, save the date, click Register Now. And once you register now, you can choose if you want to register for the planning committee, the event committee, choose the quantity of people in your party, and then go on from there and fill out the rest of the registration. I also want to let you all know that I want you to follow up with us if you have any additional questions, maybe after a special guest or a new member leaves. If you don't have their contact information, you can reach out to us at the podcast. You can reach out to us at the podcast for suggestions, or maybe someone that you would like to hear as a special guest on the podcast. Our email address is tcrbccpodcast@gmail.com. Again, that's tcrbccpodcast@gmail.com.
See, I ain't even know that, y'all. I ain't even know that. I don't have a problem saying when I don't know something. But yeah, you can reach out to us. I really want to know, what people think. I don't even know how many people listen. I hope we gave you some good information, some good perspective. And if for some reason you don't like the sound of my voice, then I apologize for that too. But that's my petty kicking in.
You'll get over it.
I ain't gonna even say that. Q said it. Well, look, I'm gonna do this one more time. I'm gonna thank our sponsors. There I go with that sponsor stuff again. President's Club members. And I put it on there. I crossed sponsors out, so and I'm still saying it. That's probably why I'm saying it, because it's still there. I should have just took it out. Our President's Club members, Amaco Federal Credit Union, they do so much for us over here. I'm just going to elaborate a little bit. Listen, if you're looking for a good credit union, Amaco stands for a member-owned cooperative organization. And that's what it stands for, AMOCO, a member-owned cooperative organization. That means that their credit union is owned by the members of the credit union, not anybody else. So they're a really, really good credit union. They service pretty much a lot of the Texas City area, a lot of the Galveston County area. But you can be a member of there from anywhere. Definitely Enlightened Enterprises, Quality Precision Coatings. If you're looking to have some, the name says it all. You trying to get coating done on the floor or whatever it is, pipes. I don't know what all they do, but quality is quality. It's a quality coating. It's precise. So Quality Precision Coatings, people. The Linscomb Water Group. That's the Linscomb Water Group. Southwest Airlines, they're one of our strategic partners. We fly Southwest a lot because they service Belize, so we definitely fly with them to Belize. I fly with them other places as well. And GOPX, that blockchain boys. Mr. Alex Slocum. Mm-hmm. We met some of his people down in Belize, actually.
We sure did.
Yeah, down in Belize.
And I believe that if there are members who are interested in learning more about the blockchain, we'll have some upcoming information.
Yeah, I think he does have.
Sometime in April.
Sometime in April they'll be putting out some information. If you're interested in blockchain, if that's your jam. So this has been our Let's Talk Business podcast. Again, I can't get off here without thanking GMT Radio for all that they do for us. And this has been a cool little podcast. It was real.
Nice.
This was smooth. I mean, I've done some good ones before, but this one was really, really smooth. Again, save the date, June 18th, our awards gala. Trade mission, strategic trade mission, April the 26th through the 30th. Big trade mission, I say big, but the next trade mission, July 14th through the 18th. April 10th is the drop dead date to order your page for the new business book that's coming out, full page, half page, quarter pages. Go on the website to order the pages, also to sign up for the committees, planning committee, event committee, and the best committee of all, the sponsorship committee. Get out there. You all already know I'm on the sponsorship committee, so if you want to work with me, be a sponsorship committee. Let's have some fun. I hope you guys had fun this hour that we took up your time. I hope you got some good information. And I keep saying, I really don't like to listen and people just be like, it means they're thinking of what to say next, and I really don't have to think of what to say next. I know. Check out our website, tcbcc.org. It's a wealth of information on there. It will, there's again. It will put you in touch with everything that we have going on. So, if you haven't did it, do it. If you're a member and you haven't logged in, log in. Just click member log in, put in your information, and it'll generate your password for you if this is your first time visiting. Also, your SWOT analysis. If you are a new member and you haven't been through new member orientation, it is time for you to do the new member orientation. You are missing a wealth of information there as well. So, Friday, we've done the podcast.
Hey.
This has been our Let's Talk Business podcast with your host, Howard Johnson, and the other host,
Quincy Pittman.
Quincy Pittman. We call her Q, people.
Yeah.
Well, you got to be family to call her Q. Or do you? Everybody call you Q?
I think they choose.
Oh, okay. All right. That's what's up. Well, we'll see you again next Friday. I don't know what the date is, but it's next Friday.
April
It might be
Fools.
the 1st. Oh, that's the 1st.
Oh, yes. I got something good for you.
Yeah. So, yeah, April 1st. She says she got so good. I can't wait. Well, you guys have a great weekend. Have a great Friday and a great weekend. And start the week off and have a good week up until we talk to you again.